Now, serious concerns expressed today about competitor safety amidst excessive heat at the Paris Olympics. A report entitled Rings of Fire, compiled by Olympians, climate scientists and physiologists, warns that exhaustion, collapse and even, here's a worst-case scenario, death might occur. Summer temperatures above 30 degrees in Paris are becoming increasingly frequent. Well, Team GB Rugby Sevens player Jamie Farndale contributed to the report. Good morning to you, Jamie. There's not much anyone can do about this summer's temperatures in France now, is there? This isn't really about the Paris Games. It's about the general future of especially aerobic sport, isn't it?
Yes, I think you're exactly right. And look, I think the main point that I would want to get across from this report is that we absolutely need to fight for every tenth of a degree here. You know, sport's just a canary in a coal mine. This isn't about normalising, temperature rises. It's about raising awareness of what is a very serious issue.
Mm-hmm. Returning then to Paris in particular, how do you think can competitors and coaches mitigate the effects of excessive heat?
Look, there is adaptation. You can change dates, you can change times. The last Olympics saw the marathon setting off at 8 in the morning to avoid the worst of the heat. There are water breaks, there are ice towels. But for me, it's more about sport looking at what it can do to, I'd say it would be threefold. You'd look at firstly at how you can reduce emissions, reduce your impact on nature. The second would be using your global influence. You know, the climate crisis isn't a political issue, it isn't war. So using sport with its billions of eyeballs on it to raise awareness of just how serious this issue is the other. And lastly, the science is very clear. We need to transition away from fossil fuels, and sport needs to drop companies who are just seeking to maximise profits by burning fossil fuels.
The trouble is, Jamie, is that no one in Paris is realistically going to say it's too hot to compete and that they're pulling out.
Well, that's exactly the problem. And look, what this report does is it uses a heat stress index, which looks at a combination of temperature and humidity. And with 2024 set to be the hottest year on record, athletes may well be competing in these fatal conditions. And for an athlete, I've been a professional athlete for 13 years. You don't back off. It's not in your DNA. The very reason that these athletes are at the Olympic Games is because they push themselves to the absolute limits. And it's one thing doing that in safe temperatures, but the further up that heat stress index you get, the more dangerous it obviously gets.
Jamie Farndale, thank you very much. It's the first day today of the Royal Ascot meeting with the feature race, the St James's Palace Stakes, but we're going